Checking back in with TG now. I mean, woof, we've had a rough one today with power outages, trees down, roads, traffic crashes.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not the type of overachievement that you want, and that was higher than anticipated wind gusts. And really what created that was the fact that the sun came out, and that helped heat the surface up. Yeah, we had highs into the lower 70s, and that mixed the air up and increased our wind gusts all the way to these type of readings. We had a peak gust of 71 miles per hour outside Frankfurt at the Mesonet, 69 at the airport there, 65 here in Lexington, Shelbyville at 60, and then at the airport in Somerset, 58 mile per hour gusts, and you see a number of the Mesonet sites across central Kentucky with those readings into the mid 50 range mile per hour gusts. Wind advisory until 7 o'clock this evening, much of the area. We're beginning to see those winds back down a bit. I mentioned the sunshine, and that was critical to mixing that air up, and that little gusty line of showers that was out to our west this morning, it diminished, the clouds parted, and then we saw the spike in temperatures in addition to these stronger winds. We are going to see some cloudiness rotating back in here, and that's happening along with the cooler air. Our Bluegrass Pace Care Skyview HD camera network in Mount Sterling, even the camera here has been shaking this afternoon, and generally it's kind of shielded from the wind. Sustained winds now at 20 there, 68 degrees, but the cooler air is filtering in. As we mentioned, a little communications problem with a few of the reporting sites, including Lexington, but notice 72 in Moorhead, you had 55 in Frankfurt, low 70s. We broke a record here in Lexington, 73, the old record set back in 2001 of 70, 49 in Evansville, and you see the colder air back to the west. So you can say goodbye to the unseasonably warm temperatures, and that's how it felt out there. Area of low pressure really wrapped up heading into the Great Lakes. So as the front continues to press eastward, we'll see the wind settling down. We'll see some cloudiness around, and we will see our temperatures settle as well into probably, I'd say, mid-40s by mid to late evening. We'll start out into the upper 30s, and then we'll see afternoon highs into the upper 40s to right around 50, which is actually still a couple of degrees above average for this time of the year. Let's talk about the end of the weekend here. I mentioned yesterday there may be a little bit of a snow chance in the highest elevations of southeastern Kentucky. The upper level flow is split south and north of us. So what we'll get is a cutoff low out of the flow of the jet stream to develop, stalled front to our east, and with a wave of low pressure developing along that, that's going to throw some moisture off of the Atlantic, and then that upper low is just going to kind of drift off to the northeast, and the model's picking up on this on the northwest side, and of course underneath the colder air with that upper low, that could actually mean a few snow showers. Starts out Saturday at 5 o'clock, coming up for Sunday. Notice Lexington, we generally stay out of this, but into Sunday morning, and especially where you see the deeper blue up and down the border with Kentucky and Virginia, the higher elevations, yeah, we could lay some snow down. We could have low to mid 30s there and low to mid 40s here in the Bluegrass. So that's something obviously we will keep an eye on. But we're going to recover across the board quickly. Looking at next week, late on Valentine's Day, it does look like some showers, maybe a bit of a break on Wednesday, and then yet another wave comes in, rolling into the day on Thursday. Through the period, though, next week, unseasonably mild once again. So 48 tomorrow, 43. Big difference between the southeast and central counties on Sunday. We'll keep an eye on that. And then here comes the milder air yet again, even with some rain showers around. Afternoon highs back in the mid-60s next week.